Okay, so this is treatment oil, which is basically what I used. I think I started it about 10 years ago, and it's what's really, really helped my skin.
So this is the ingredient that cleared up your skin
Yes,
from that video on the helicopter
yes,
10 years ago to the video on the helicopter 10 years afterwards, where all your skin was completely cleared up.
yes, because people said to me, I didn't even notice it, because sometimes you don't notice it when your skin gets better.
Yeah.
But my skin basically used to be really sore. I was aware of it. I would put loads of foundation on it, and then when I took my makeup off, my skin was even more sore. And it wasn't until, I know it looked really grand because I was in this helicopter, but it wasn't until I was a million miles away from home that you'd even see me without any makeup on. So when I was away from home, that's when I didn't wear makeup.
Wow. Right.
And then somebody said to me, your skin's really changed, what have you been doing? And I'd obviously been away from the cosmetic world, obviously working with big companies for a long time. And I'd started to read up about aromatherapy. I started to read up in particular about neroli, and then I went and smelt it and I thought, God, this smells amazing. And then I found out that neroli is fantastic for stress. And then my granddad used to have these geraniums in his garden, and every time I used to walk down the garden, I was just like, oh, the smell smells amazing. It used to make me feel really good.
So neroli is geranium.
No, neroli's orange flower.
Orange.
So you know,
orange
imagine an orange tree
Yeah.
with those beautiful flowers on it, and you
Yeah.
walk past it, and the sun hits it,
Right.
and it gives you that amazing smell.
Lovely.
And then the geranium, which was these red flowers. My granddad used to grow them, and they always, so it reminds me of my childhood as well. And then the third one is sweet orange, so that's taken from the actual orange itself, and that's just like really refreshing and lovely. And you can't just put those in, so then I added into it avocado. Avocado is just totally nourishing just to eat it alone, let alone anything else. And then the base is apricot kernel, which is obviously a carrier oil, but it's a nice lightweight. And there's loads of other sort of technical things as well.
Gosh.
But I just played around. I never did it to sell. I never did it to sell it. And then basically I'd used it on myself, and it wasn't until somebody said. So then I thought,
So you used it on, you concocted it for yourself.
On the kitchen table.
You create in the kitchen table downstairs here, and you used it on yourself. It cleared up your skin, and then people began to notice
that my skin. Well, they noticed two things: that I wasn't wearing makeup, and I wasn't really aware of that.
Right.
And then they also noticed that I think I was better in myself as well. I think I was just calmer. Because I probably wasn't so het up about my skin.
Right. I mean, that's quite incredible, isn't it? Because you are, just says over here, you're an award-winning
Makeup artist.
and what I know about you, EstherMarie, is that you very rarely wear makeup.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people, when they come and see me, they open the door and they must think, does she actually know what she's talking about? Because it's all about them, not me.
Yeah.
And makeup is when you want to wear it.
Yeah.
Not you have to wear it.
Yeah.
And that's why I've never done any YouTube videos of tutorials.
Right.
Because it's always about, you need to wear this, you need to wear that. I mean, when I worked in the industry and I was management in the industry, all those girls who worked in the shops, 15 different items of makeup. And it was almost a sackable offence if you didn't wear them.
50.
Because the expectation, so it starts off obviously with your foundation base, then you'd have your foundation, your concealer, then you'd have your setting powder, then there'd be bronzer, contour, highlighter, eyeshadow base, probably 3 shades of eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, brow pencil, brow gel, lip liner, lip base, lip liner, lipstick, setting spray, setting powder, and probably a few other things on top. And if they didn't wear those products, how could they sell them? But it made everybody feel, and you would walk through the door as a customer, and it would be, you need to wear these products to solve your problem. And what I tried to do with EstherMarie was basically say, bring everything that you've got and let me see what you've got. Let's see if we can rekindle. But also it's like reading the tea leaves, because you basically say, well, let me see, like with your coaching and stuff, let me see the history to then give you a journey going forward. Whereas obviously I feel in the cosmetic world that we're in, customers would go into a shop and say, I've got dark circles. That girl in the shop has no idea she's already got like 12 different products at home. She'd say, you need to buy this product.
Yeah.
So it's all product driven.
Yeah.
So she might teach how to do it, and she'll probably do a few tricks on how you can put makeup on, and then if you show a different type of mirror, your makeup looks completely different. Then you get home and you go, I can't create what she did. And there's a reason why you can't create what she did, because what she did is a bit of a trade secret. So there's all those hidden things. I could write a book on it all, really.
You should write a book
So
on
I
it.
kind
It
of
sounds
like,
fascinating.
I kind of rebelled against the industry. So over the last 15 years, I've touched 8,000 people. And this is one of the very basic things that I've taught them to do.
So currently 8,000 people buy your product, one of them being this.
Treatment ornament.
And you said that this one is your bestseller?
This is the best thing I've ever done in, well, apart from many things, but this is one of the best things I ever did in my life. And I could just retire on that now.
Wow, amazing.
So,
just probably for the purposes of the video, I need to remind everybody that we are talking to EstherMarie this morning.
she came round to go do a chat, hence me looking like this.
Well, we were going to do a coaching session on business development.
And then Louise got grips put in her hair, and I said, well, I look a bit chronic, and she said, well, let's just go for it.
Well, I think that's it. I think it's really cool. So this treatment oil, #2,
Yes.
is your...
It was #2 because it was the second
second
go at it.
Right, okay. So show me how it works then.
So,
hence the grips.
and
So if you're
me,
wondering why we look like we do,
yeah, and the background, it was just, Louise just said, just go for it.
impromptu.
So 3 pumps, 2, 3 pumps in your hand. So this is, you're going to wake up in the morning, and this is the first thing you're going to do. You can do it in the shower as well. And you're just going to rub your hands together and until it feels warm.
So we're rubbing hands together to warm the oil up then?
Warming the oil, but it's also moisturising your hands as well. It's also also quite a soothing thing to do as well. It's kind of like, it's that first touch to yourself to basically say, I feel grounded and I feel like comfortable.
Yeah.
And then you can take your hands and cup your hands a little, but actually cup your hands and put them over your nose and see if you can smell, close your eyes maybe, but see if you can smell that orange tree like in the midday sun, and you've got that blossom and then the fresh fruit on it, and then I'm thinking it reminded me of my granddad, and you've got that lovely nice smell. And then take your hands and do your forehead first. So squeeze it onto your forehead, then squeeze it onto your cheeks, just avoiding the eye area, and then just cross your hands over and do your chin, and then do your neck. And then what you're going to do is just do some nice circles, big circles going all over the forehead, touching the hairline, but not, going too far. And then sweeping movements over your chin. Don't forget your lip, round your chin, and then come down and go back onto the neck. And what that's going to do is, it's mentally going to feel great, physically feels good, and it'll just melt away everything that's happened during the night and hydrate your skin and clean it. Feel good?
Yeah, it feels really nice, and I've got the hang of the movements of
Yeah.
my fingers.
When you go
as
and have
well.
a facial next, try and remember what she does with her hands, or watch it on a YouTube video, those kind of sweepy movements. Because what the oil does is it gives you the slip. Yeah?
Right.
If you feel like you're dragging your face,
Yeah.
put some more oil on.
Okay.
Because every time you do that and you're dragging the skin and the skin's not releasing, you're tearing. Big word, I know, tearing, but you're damaging the skin.
Right.
And as we get older, that repairing process is a long time.
Okay.
When you're a little teenager, it repairs.
Oh, do you know what the time is? So if I did tear something in my skin, what would it take for it to repair?
Well, I know
Being a
you've
little
got...
older than a very young person.
Well, you've heard of metabolism.
Yeah.
So basically metabolism is the way your food digests, but it's also the way your body repairs itself. So when we're sort of like young, it's about 28 days.
Okay.
So imagine somebody, I'm not technical or medical minded, but basically an example would be Have you heard of like old people dying of a broken bone? And it's basically because the body just cannot generate enough metabolism to nurture that broken bone, or leg ulcers as you get older. So when you're younger, your body kind of like heals a little bit. But I don't want to get too deep with it and somebody say, oh, that's not correct. But basically with your skin, I can tell you one thing: when you're younger and you do that, it goes straight back. And as you get older, what you'll notice, you'll do that in the mirror and it will slowly come back. And it's collagen elastin in the skin that basically isn't as much there. The thickness in the skin has gone. You notice it if you pinch your hand, you'll notice your skin all...
Yeah, I always feel like that's like dehydration.
Yeah.
So does drinking water help the collagen production at all?
There's a big thing, isn't there, about collagen production and sort of like, well, the sort of like, you know, how much water do you need to drink? All I do know is medically they say your skin is the last thing to get anything, because your body will prioritise all the essentials. Yeah. So if your skin's dehydrated, everything in your body's dehydrated, so it's not working as well as it should. So should go back to this. So get your hot flannel. So this is a makeup remover cloth, and basically you can just use this with water. I sell thousands of these. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to press it over your forehead, and then press it just over your eye sockets and over your cheeks. Just use the shape of your hands to match the shape of your face, and then just keep moving it down the face onto your chin and then onto your neck. And what that does is the warmth liquefies the oil a little bit more and basically helps to relax the skin. And this obviously what we're doing now is we're removing a little bit of the oil, because what we don't want is a very oily skin. It will eventually go into the skin, but as we're going to put makeup on now, you don't want it to be shiny. And then if you just support the side with your spare hand, the side of your face, sort of cup your face, hand maybe, and just like support it. Right. And then just take that, and then you can just use some sweeping movements. You can go over your lips, you can go over your eyes, all the way down to your neck. And then if you turn it over and use your other hand and take that one all the way across, all the way down. And then what you can do then is open the cloth, clean your hands. And what you'll notice is your hands will be soft. You can do any extra areas like you might want to do in the back of your head, all those mobile phones that we use, do your ears. And that now just goes straight into your washing machine. Right. And clean for the next day. Or you could just use antibacterial soap, give it a good wash. You'll be amazed what you wash down. And obviously the fantastic thing about this is no tissues or cotton wool. So the environment. Great for travelling as well, all that kind of thing. And I produce these for all my makeup artists who obviously I teach, and they're great for cleaning your brushes on, cleaning your makeup products. And how we use them is we thread them through our belt. So you take the loop, and that sits through your belt on your top, so you can clean your products in your hands, or for like that, or just put it a bit more, or for you and I, basically the little hook, put it on your hook in your bathroom, because the most important thing for these is they need to dry out between use. So just like your normal bath towels, you don't want to have them all wet. Is it cotton? Yeah, cotton. And basically the whole idea is that they're just great to use. I think it's cotton with a tiny bit of viscose, and you're gonna unprepared as I am. It does tell you on there. Does it say cotton something? I don't know. I just love the fact that it was EstherMarie branded. Clean them all off, and then basically you're going to use that. Now what you want to do is touch your face. And what you will feel now is your skin will be hydrated, clean, but it has like a film on it. Not a greasy film. It's not slippy, but it has that film back on it, which is that oil and water film, which is what our skin should have. Which is different than the dryness that I had earlier. Yeah. It doesn't feel greasy. No. It doesn't feel damp. I'm just checking out your nails, because you're painting and decorating at the moment. I am, yeah. And see, this is how unprepared, look. She's got... Oh, yeah, look.
because I didn't come dressed like this, honestly. I had a big jumper on over the top of it. So we are just going with it, aren't we?
Yes.
But you're right. I mean,
And on your watch.
My watch
You've ruined your watch.
I know, Carrie Frost. My watch is died because it's just covered in paint.
Yeah. So there you go. So there's many, many more things, but for me, mentally, physically, I suppose I could say financially, this has just been the best thing I've ever done, and that's my little story that I want to.
Fantastic.
The reason why I wanted to talk to you, to say how do I share this with the rest of the world? I've got all my clients, but I want to tell everybody about it.
Answers on a postcard, please.